Sidney Kibrick. I'm going to pronounce his name that way. It could be Kibrick. 97 years old. He is the last remaining, or was the last remaining original cast member of our gang, Little Rascals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 30, they filmed all those shorts. He was Woim, Butch's little sidekick.
Oh,
remember the
man.
bad guy Butch?
Yeah.
It was Woim was his little partner in crime.
Jeez.
He appeared in dozens of those Little Rascal shorts throughout the 30s. By the time he was in some other movies and stuff, but by the time he was 15, he decided to quit acting and went on to other stuff. But he was one of those guys that tried to keep the Little Rascals together, had kept in contact with as many as he could. But the very last Little Rascals guy,
Wow.
That was a
passed away.
great show, man.
It was great. It was fun. The average monthly car payment on a vehicle in 2015 was $491. The average financed car was $28,000. In 2025, that soared to $772 average for a monthly payment on a financed of $43,759 is what so in just what did I say, 2025 to 2015, so just in 10 years it's jumped 40%. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And buyers are opting for these longer payment terms, like an 84-month payment term. And more signs that the world is coming to an end. Ex-Kiss guitarist Vinnie Vincent is coming out with a new album.
Huh.
Is Vinnie Vincent, was that Ace?
I think
he was after,
right after Ace. I think he was the Ankh guy.
Oh, all right.
But he was only there for a short time. But it was right before they went to Lick It Up.
Yeah.
Lick It Up.
Was that when they went faceless?
Faceless. Makeup.
Yeah.
Right.
Put it
But he was
on.
only there
Put
like
it on.
82 to 84, something like that, right? But so he's coming out with a new album. It's called Guitarmageddon. It's supposed to just melt your face off. But he's planning to sell each song individually. So if you want this album, you've got to order each song that's going to come on a CD.
Welcome everyone to Our Town Podcast, coming to you from the Cedar Stream studio space in beautiful downtown Renton. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, share if you can, and review if available. We'd love to hear from you, so comment below and tell us how we're doing. Hit the like and subscribe button to never miss an episode. And don't forget to visit our-townpodcast.com for all the links. Join the members only section of the website or sign up on Patreon. And now, here they are, the boys of Our Town Podcast.
Settle down, settle down. Well, welcome everybody to another exciting edition of Our Town Podcast.
Extraordinary.
Yes, it is episode 155.
Wow.
Coming to you from the Cedar Stream studio space in beautiful and historic downtown Renton, Washington.
Yeah, it's a nice day.
Yes, how you doing, guys?
Nice to see you. Yeah, we had breakfast up at the new
Yes, a little
Rupertino.
breakfast meeting up there. It was nice.
That was nice.
Yeah, good for them. Boys, tonight's safe word. If anybody's not feeling safe, just yell out "hooker," and we'll stop this here program and check on you. I know it's an oddball thing, but I was looking at the etymology of the word hooker because I never knew why a prostitute would be called a hooker.
Does
Anybody
that have to do
know?
with the 80s Shatner,
TJ Hooker, Heather
I
Thomas.
thought it wasn't a general.
Yes.
Yeah.
General, Union General Joseph Hooker was renowned for allowing his men to have some downtime with the local brothel ladies, kind of ease their stress levels, I guess. So that led to a unit that was known for its low morals and
And where exactly was this?
well, this would have been 1862 or something, Mike. But yes, the word struck. So they started to refer to those type of ladies as hookers women, and that stuck, and they just became hookers. At least that's what the internet tells me, and I tend to believe everything that's on the
Every
internet.
single thing. Geez, yeah, I bet that's warfare is an old thing, but I bet that cross pollination has gone on for some time.
Yeah. So we're going to get into some heavy topics. So if anybody's not feeling safe, just yell out hooker. We'll stop this here program and check on you. Folks can do it at home. Just yell out hooker, hit pause,
Here at the library.
order some Thai food.
Yes.
Watch a classic love film. Read a good book.
Do some deep breathing.
Take your cats for a walk.
Watch Pretty Woman starring Richard Gere and American Sweetheart.
Jason Alexander.
Speaking of hookers,
Yeah.
just have you guys ever been with a hooker?
No,
Yeah.
never
So-
spent money on.
I got really drunk in Vegas one time, and got taken for about I don't know, about $7,000.
Are you serious? $7,000?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
they stole I had my man bag with me,
Yeah.
and I unfortunately was a little wasted. I almost made it back to my room, and I went by the wrong bar, and I got talking with a lady, and she was really nice to me. Yeah, and ended up going to a hotel and never went inside. They stole a bunch of business checks
Wow.
from me, and decided to go ahead and
Write a bunch of checks.
write a bunch of checks. I called the cops down there and everything, and they don't give a shit about
Wow.
that sort of low level stupidity.
So you never got into the room.
Well, no, I did. It was at the Motel 6 next to Hooters. I
You
think.
big spender, you.
Yeah.
Nothing says like classy.
Yeah.
I'm Tom Bodett.
Right.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, but was she a thief or a sex worker?
Both.
Oh.
Yeah.
She got the opportunity, and
Yeah. I mean, there were some interactions in the car a little bit that led me to believe that there was some hooker action going on. But boy, oh boy, once I went up to the office to go get the room, right? I don't know what I was doing. I was like,
No, but it's just snatched your shit.
just snatched my shit.
oh, and then bailed.
And-
Yeah, that's
bail.
kind of a big bag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they took me
Jeez.
for the
Yeah.
ride. It was two of them too. Things were looking up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So hooker.
Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah.
Well, let's cleanse your palate with some bad news.
That's you
Jeff,
think that's bad. How about
How about the world?
man, the world is a fucking powder keg of crazy nonsense right now. The big story, I think, has got to be, with all the big stories, got to be the Minnesota shooting.
Yeah, because did we talk about the Venezuela coup? Did we do that
I
last
don't
week?
know that we did.
No.
I just feel like this week has just been
It's
so
been so much.
but the overarching to me is just the fall of the United States as the one superpower.
Yeah.
This is our fall from,
This
for
is
better or
Rome-
for worse.
Rome falling,
This is the
right.
falling.
Yeah.
This is us, because now we're just going to be a third rate, and the rest of the world will now be plunged into barbarism. Right, because we're just going to invade whoever we want, pirate whoever we want, and just say, "Well, you can't over there.
Yeah.
Just keep out of our shit." Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because invading Venezuela, hey, China, there's Taiwan.
Oh, yeah.
Just waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Putin, here's
Putin,
Poland,
here's Poland.
Lithuania, right?
Fuck.
Right? It's like,
Yeah. Well, good for the goose.
yeah, it's not cool. But it's such a devaluing of what we are in standing and what we certainly could be.
Yes.
Right. I would think
Long way
we've
from
squandered
where
a
we
lot of it. Right. We squandered after 9/11, for whatever else is going on there, but the world was behind us. We could have turned that into any direction we chose. We decided to do some weird old school warfare, empire build thing.
Bullshit.
It was just dumb. Right. And so these certain inflection points that we could have made better choices and didn't. But this is a self-made one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
like, they're just
Yeah.
rewriting everything. Yeah. Just left 66 different, kind of mostly UN based organizations. Nope. We're going to try to go on. Everybody else is beneath us. Right. These guys are doing the same fascist playbook where they just pretend that they're better than everybody else. Everybody has to come to their table.
Right.
We don't have to meet anybody anywhere else.
No.
We're so much the best.
No, and that shows a lot with, we're kind of scrambling all over the place, but the meeting that Trump had yesterday with the oil execs, right?
Everybody needs to watch that. Watch that meeting. Look at this
going to
guy.
send our U.S. companies in to rebuild this, and it's going to the benefit is going to be for the U.S. people and the oil companies. Oh, and the Venezuelan people. It'll benefit them too.
Because now they've got infrastructure. But then it won't, because that's not going to happen.
No.
Because oil's not $80 a barrel or more.
Yeah.
So there's zero reason for these guys to do anything.
Right.
Any of that.
What's the $80 a barrel threshold?
That would have to be the minimum to make any of that Venezuelan in the tens, if not hundreds of billions of dollars of investment to make that payback.
Oh, I see.
At $60 or less, it went up and it's 58 or something today. Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
If it's not 60, typically besides the Permian Basin stuff, but all the stuff that Alberta tar sands, all that kind of stuff, it's got to be 60. It's got to be, or it's just not. You lose money each second
Not
of the day.
worth it for the oil companies.
Because it's usually, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
It really does.
But the claim is that the U.S. oil company is going to spend $100 billion to come in and rebuild.
He just said that.
He just pulls it out of his butt.
That's just a lie.
And
And he also said that he was going to be in charge of the money, not even the executive branch.
That's the other
he
thing.
said he would be, and it would be in some offshore account.
Yes.
It's like, and he says so much, obviously illegal and unconstitutional stuff, but nobody even batted an eye at that he's just going to pocket some mystery money.
Yeah.
What?
He's going to have the checkbook to the Venezuelan oil.
But he's not a dictator.
Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Is this some badass mafia shit right here?
Well, he would love. He's always been.
Because that's what Putin does.
Yeah.
Putin takes the cream off of all the oligarchs' milk.
Yeah.
Right. He makes sure that he gets the first dibs on it, and Trump admires that. Right. But it's done.
Just absolutely.
And that's just not American. Go do that somewhere else. Move to Russia, become an oligarch. Cool, dude. Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Do that over there.
Yeah.
Right? You want to have all these weird fucking racist and kind of oddball religious bigotry and all this other oddball shit. Move over there. Right? That's fine. They got that going on. Right? Leave the democracy to the people who want to have democracy.
Yeah.
Right? You fucking dingbats.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Iran is in complete turmoil.
It's getting to complete turmoil.
And the protests over there to try to overthrow the
mullahs,
mullahs. And Trump has stated that they're willing to come in if shots are fired, if protesters are dying in the streets, that the United States is willing to come in and militarily act on their behalf.
From where?
This is just the...
What, he's just going to pull a carrier group out of his ass? Where's our carrier group now?
Yeah.
Right? I'm sure we got
Sitting
something
in the
over
Caribbean.
near the Straits, right? There's no way we're going to have something over there.
But just the fact that we're going to go in again...
What's that even look like?
I know.
You know what I mean? There's no boots to put on that ground. And Iran's not... They're not playing, dude. You know what I mean? That's not easy peasy. I don't know. We haven't even tried the carrot.
Yeah.
Can we try the carrot and let the people know that we actually support them? Do you think they're going to trust us?
Right.
Why would they?
Yeah.
They're going to trust the Trump regime to say, okay, we got your backs. We love democracy and self-rule and self-agency so much.
That's fucked up.
You can trust us.
Yeah.
Right? Why would they? So who is going to help them?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, and I'm sure this is on, because now that we're acting lawless and Israel's acting lawlessly and Russia's acting lawlessly, and soon China might, right? Even though they really are doing the carrot with Nigerian, Pan Africa, etc., they are doing the carrot. They are investing in people getting that kind of dependence upon China, just like we did,
Right.
instead of the stick all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Man, it's
Yeah,
The powder keg.
yeah.
it is. It's not cool, man.
No.
Yeah, and Israel wants, that's their wish list.
Yes, big
Right.
time. Big time.
Oh, yeah.
All for Netanyahu.
Yeah, but that's not easy. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, and we're threatening Greenland yet again, which is just
It's insanity.
insanity.
It's insanity.
A NATO backed territory of a NATO
Yeah.
country,
Right.
an ally, longtime ally.
Yeah, does that mean the UK is going to launch nukes at us? You know what I mean? It's like, it's so weird to get a bunch of minerals and shit out of there that we could just make a deal.
Yes.
All you would really
The
have
art
to do
of the deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but we're
That's
just
what you'd
gonna
have to do. And don't forget, there's a bunch of permafrost there that's quickly melting. So it's going to be one of the great ecological touchstones of the next century, right?
What's
It's like
that? What's that?
just all that methane that's going to come out of there, just like Alaska. As that permafrost
gotcha.
starts to warm up,
Gotcha.
it's like all that methane creeps
It's
out.
trapped
It's like,
under
Is that
Oh,
is
yeah.
that natural gas?
It is like a natural
Methane's
gas.
like a natural gas, but
It's
they
from
use
that
that-
decayed mass. Yeah, you can use that as a type of natural gas.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that collected?
No, I don't think they're going to be collecting it. No, it's just going to happen and go into our atmosphere and fuck us up.
Oh, okay.
They're
So
not
that's
collecting
not.
shit. No, they're going to make more. Oh no, they're going to go over there and dig
Melt-
off. Oh yeah,
melt it.
yes. Oh, no.
F-16s,
Oh, yeah.
just get all their afterburners going.
Yeah, man. No, they're not looking to. No.
Okay.
Yeah. And you do see that more and more at in oil extraction, right? Because they're pulling those gases off as well.
Right.
And typically they used to just burn. That was just burn off at the source, right?
Yeah.
But now they really are collecting a lot more of it than previously.
Yeah.
So
We can make money off of it.
you can make money off it. And from the extraction point, through refining and all that, our refining process has come a long ways in the last 150 years. But it's like you still have to extract it, and move it place to place. And there's a lot of ands, and there's like the windmills kill.
Drives the whales crazy.
What?
It's driving the whales crazy, Mike.
Man, it's like that's so easy. It's like spinny thing,
Yeah.
electricity. You don't have to go through these 8 million steps. Well, then if you crack this molecule and you crunch that molecule and then you squeeze it and you fuck it twice, it's like, man, just put the spinny thing.
That's where I was fucking up. I didn't know you had to fuck it twice. Jesus.
Oh,
Both
man,
holes.
spinny things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. And Trump in this, and I watched the first part of this whale executive meeting where he's talking about it, and despite the fact that he got up and sort of did this old man gaze out the window thing at his ballroom when he's got 30
Yeah.
50 of the top oil
Then he's
executives
trying
in
to
the,
squeeze $100 billion out of him.
yeah, he's just staring. He's like, this is going to be a great ballroom.
Look at my lapel. Look at my buttons.
Oh, man. What the fuck, dude?
But I'm watching that, and he's talking about and we all know that the Venezuelan oil is a tougher crude, right? It's harder to refine.
It's thicker
it's
and
different.
and the U.S. we do refine that, right? But
Sure.
Yeah,
But he's talking about it's the best type of oil for asphalt roads.
great,
Great for asphalt
Yeah, but that's
roads.
shit. That's the scraps
That's
that are
what I'm
left
thinking
over
in
after
my-
you get everything
Yeah,
else, dude.
out.
Asphalt's
Yeah.
just the scrub shit that we got to find a place to put it.
Yeah.
So you put it on the road so that it washes toxic shit into every waterway for its entire lifetime. No. The asphalt's a mistake anyway.
Yeah.
No, we were better off when it was just dudes laying stone.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Concrete.
oh my God, yeah, it's the best for asphalt. What?
I'm like, what in the world is this guy talking
Yeah,
about?
not medical, because that's all of our medications, for better, for worse. That's all oil based, right?
Yeah.
Every bit of plastic, for better, for worse, et
Doesn't
cetera,
have
et cetera,
to
et cetera.
be,
It doesn't have to be, but
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be extracted fossil fuel plastic,
Right.
Right? You can get the same plastic from
Hemp.
from hemp, from any kind of plant oil.
Yeah.
Baby squeezings. It's a lot of plastics.
Just bring your babies down
Oh,
to the
man.
collection center and
It is, and that's why experts are important. You know what I mean? Because they know what these, and don't forget they lied about the reserves in Venezuela anyway.
Yeah, you were
That's a
talking
lie.
about
Yes,
this
Maduro
earlier
made
out there.
that up.
Yeah.
That's a Maduro. He just went full fibber and just said, because the companies, the same people that were in that room basically before they nationalized and kind of kicked all those guys out, they went in there and did those studies. They're huge geological studies. It's a science, man, and that's what they do.
So it's one of those where Maduro's like, this is unprecedented.
Yeah.
We haven't seen these
it's
kinds
not
of
50
reserves.
billion barrels. Yeah, it's 300. Just because I love the number 300.
Yeah.
Just had a whole plot, just
like
made that up.
nobody's seen in the history.
This is
maybe the history.
Sparta!
Yeah, just so he could be a bigger player. It's like if that were true, markets would behave differently. You know what I mean? They're such a tiny fraction of. And I am not defending the oil machine over here, people. Sure. But that is also a very real thing. It's 150 million barrels a day that humans burn, right?
Nuts.
It's bananas. And very little of that is used to make the pharmaceuticals that actually can be a benefit, right? Most of that is burned, the vast majority of that. Yeah. But that's the way it is. And that's a tiny fraction that's kind of some to Cuba, for fuel oils, et cetera. Some to China for fuel oils or asphalt or some other shit, right? It's like, I don't know, because it's not the easiest to refine. We're capable of completely refining it, but it's not light, sweet crude. It's not. No, it's got mass sulfur. It's got all this other, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's not light nor sweet.
Right. What's the purpose then of going in and doing what we're doing?
Control of the hemisphere, because then we can also set up bases to guard our shit down there, and that means everybody else down there. And don't forget, if that is a hub for cocaine trafficking,
we want.
Can you tell me? Yeah, and you tell me when
the CIA involved in something like that. Was that the 70s that they got the cocaine? Oh no, it was heroin and marijuana, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, there's been, but controlling those types of operations are very important, right? I don't know. It's control. It's a control, but it's a really dumb one. It's a really bad investment. It's a terrible idea.
In that meeting, Trump's talking about
the meeting to the oil
guys. He's talking about the U.S. He might have been talking about, give him the benefit of the doubt, he might have been talking about North America. He said between North America and Venezuela, that's 55% of the world's oil
potential oil reserves. Well, but that's a lie, because the 300 billion barrels doesn't exist. That's a lie. That's a lie. I'm not making that up.
So that would be part of what he's.
Yes, and remember all this stuff. Just because the U.S. has really helped the investor class get extract from the United States, right? And Canada is a huge chunk of that, right? Because they've got all that Alberta tar sand stuff. It's like, but it's also very intensive to get that oil out of the ground into refineries and yes. Right? And a lot of that, is infrastructure is in place, but for all of I mean, it's not. Peak oil happened. We just have to be better at squeezing the remaining bits out, right? But the days of the throwing a rock in the backyard and oil pops up, it ain't happening, bro. You have to spend a lot of energy to get that energy out, which it has to be subsidized each step of the way. So oil really has to be 80 plus, right? Or they're really struggling. Right, and that's why
plus per barrel,
and that's why we have 2 billion barrels sitting offshore in ships, so that the price doesn't dunk down to 40.
Manipulate the cost,
right? And we've lost tens of thousands of jobs in the United States oil and gas extraction, right? Because it's like the companies are A, kind of better at what they're doing. B, when they went through the frenzy of getting all these, sites and wells dug, then they produce less and less each year after that. Yeah. Right. So it's like it's a complicated thing, but none of it is adding up. If he would have talked to any of these experts in this field, none of them would have recommended this course of action for oil. You know what I mean? Maybe for control of the hemisphere or some other geopolitical thing, which I also find to be terribly unwise. maybe. But that's a different thing. But to do this for that oil is dunderheaded. And illegal and gross and immoral and.
Is it so? We talked at breakfast this morning about the idea that the audio tape of Trump saying "fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene," start a war or whatever. Wondering if that is actually true.
I don't know. Let's make a pact with our beloved audience that we'll find out.
Yeah,
we'll do some digging onto that, because if that's, we cannot let go of this Epstein thing. And remember, it's not just Donald Trump who's going to be implicated in there. Which it seems more and more obvious that there must be some horrendous shit in there with that guy.
Yes.
And before they just eliminate all these records, and don't forget, they can still bring the living victims. They're still living victims. You can bring those under oath.
A great number of
Yes. To speak in front of Congress, right? So it's like all of these steps can be taken, but we cannot let that go. We cannot let that go. We cannot let it go.
Not a chance.
And it might be November before we can get there.
Maybe,
Get him in front of Congress.
Yeah, it seems like he's starting to lose his stranglehold on the House, because they did pass the
even though they upheld both of his vetoes. The full passed couple of laws, which is amazing that Congress passed anything, sent it to his desk. He vetoed both of them.
One was the Colorado water deal.
Water deal, and something in the South. I forget.
Just to be a dick.
Some kind of Native American
that's your problem.
Florida that didn't support him or something. Or there's they fought against alligator Alcatraz. So it was something for that tribe, but because they didn't support the building of the alligator Alcatraz,
which really ended up just being a child kidnapping circuit.
Yes.
Right, because a bunch of those kids are still to this day missing. Where are those kids? Yeah, man.
Adrenochrome.
And we'll see, because the House just passed the ACA benefit, right? But it still has to get through the Senate. But that wouldn't have happened a month ago. It obviously didn't, right? So we'll see.
Is he going to veto that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
He would look.
Right.
He's so bad.
Yeah.
He's so bad already.
So whether or not the Senate just tacks a bunch of extra shit on there to where the House has to go, well, fuck, no, we can't do it because you put this, that, and the other thing on there. So that gives them an easy out.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, because my insurance, and I get a reimbursement from my regular job company, gives me a reimbursement based on my age. I think it's like $500 a month that I can take that money and go to the exchange and find whatever healthcare I want through the exchange, which is not great, right? But I go in, and every year I think I spend an extra, it's under $100 a month after my reimbursement. So my out-of-pocket's been like $100 a month. This year, just going back to the exchange, went from about $562 a month to almost $800 a month.
So everything besides that initial $500 is out of pocket
for me. So that's
same level of coverage, or
same level of coverage, same company, same everything. I just rolled it over. It's the bronze.
Is this just like some sort of a gift from Trump to the pharmaceutical industries or the
health insurance people? Because they're not the caregivers, remember.
Well, they should.
They're just the middlemen,
because that was government money they were giving. It's a subsidy. It's a tax credit or whatever.
So where they could keep their pricing high. Because
insurance companies should like it because they get that automatic paycheck.
They just couldn't deal with it because it had the word Obama in the care part. Something, because they fought against it and have been stripping it away the whole time, right?
If it was just renamed Trump Care, he would keep it in a heartbeat. Be great. It'd be the greatest.
Because he's got the Trump RX thing coming or something, right? I'm not making that up.
No, I know.
Oh my God.
He promised lower pharmaceuticals, but
I think it's
going to go down 6,000%. They're going to pay you $1 million a year to take their drugs.
Motherfucker.
Man,
The
we got to make
hell?
reading cool again. It's because we stopped reading. That's what
That
happened.
math
That's what fucking happened, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once we stopped reading, everything else just became easy to pull the wool over our eyes. Right? We're like, yeah, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Hooker.
Yeah.
Hookers! Oh, man.
And we sort of started to talk about Minnesota and
It's
the
just
young lady,
heartbreak, man.
Renee Nicole
Yeah.
Good, who was shot to death by an ICE agent who probably shouldn't have been on the streets, because the vice president himself admitted that he was sensitive to being around cars, because I think in June or July of last year he got his arm caught during an operation and was dragged several yards and had to have stitches. So he was sensitive to cars around him.
He didn't seem too sensitive
No,
when he
sure
walked
didn't.
right in
No.
front of that
Yeah.
car and held his
Yeah.
cell phone
Not
and
at all.
pulled
Yeah.
his gun out. He had intention to do
Yes.
something. Yeah.
A car that had
Yeah.
already backed up.
Yeah.
and
It's a
was
tactic
turning
that Border
away.
Patrol do.
Yeah.
And they do it kind of so they can shoot at people.
So
Right.
I've gone back through because
Why is Border Patrol in Minnesota?
Exactly. Well, it's not Border Patrol, it's ICE.
I guess.
Well, he's
Yeah.
a Border Patrol agent.
He was. Maybe now he's an ICE agent. Yeah.
So I tend to not jump to conclusions like the administration does, who came out without any facts, without the videos being released, and claimed that this young lady was a domestic terrorist and
ran him over, and
intentionally
he's in
ran
the
him over.
hospital.
He protected the guys around him.
Yeah,
the
dude.
whole.
Don't believe your eyes.
Don't
Don't
believe
believe
your
your eyes.
So I tend to wait because I want to give. That's a stressful job. Not a law enforcement officer, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to be that person. I don't want to make that life and death decision.
No.
Right. Obviously, this guy shouldn't have either. But I don't want to be that guy. And I try to give the Leo as much leeway as I can.
What's Leo?
The law enforcement officer.
Okay.
Because it's a stressful, tough position, and these guys are supposed to go through hours and hours and days and weeks and months and years of training.
Right.
No,
To be
they're
able-
not. Yeah.
They're supposed to.
They're the Proud Boys, I think, aren't
Yeah.
they?
To go through to figure out that split second decision. But I'm watching the video and I can't justify
Oh, there's
anything about it.
no de-escalation.
No. Yeah,
No
no,
de-escalation.
Yeah, no.
They came up to her. Two guys got
Yeah.
out of another car, came up.
Yeah.
I'd fear for my life if some
Yeah.
fucking armed
Masked
thugs
armed dudes. Yeah, of course you would.
come up and they tried
Yeah.
to rip her out of her car.
Yeah, and have you, and on the same subject, like in Mexico, have you ever had dudes come up to your car in Mexico? And you're not, you know what I'm talking about? You don't know if they're cops. You don't know, but they've got weapons.
Right.
I've had that happen to me on 3 continents, actually. And you don't really know what's going on. You're just, in my case, I'm glad I'm poor,
yeah.
right? Because there's not a whole lot to
Yeah.
rob me of.
Sure.
But yeah, why? That's the world they're putting us into,
Right.
How? Why would she judge that any other way?
Right.
Yeah. Normalizing
And
it.
they are not that type of police. Let's say
Right.
they are ICE agents or Border Patrol. They can't interact with citizens.
Call local
That's
law
not their
enforcement
job.
to deal with
Yes, that is not their job,
Yes.
dude. That is not their job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They're gonna
he has
arrest
no
her.
reason to be interacting with an American citizen.
Yes.
He's there
Yes.
to have a judicial warrant of some kind to arrest an alien.
Yes.
That's
And
their
a judicial warrant.
yes.
Not
That's
just a.
that's their job. That's
That's
their
right.
only scope of work, dude.
Right. And then I watched the video that that particular shooter, that ICE agent, took with his phone.
Yeah.
He's filming them.
Yeah.
For what purpose?
Yeah.
Right?
Why?
No body cam, but he's got
Yeah.
his phone
His own
out
personal phone.
that he's videotaping them.
Yeah.
And yes, they are giving him a hard time, but they're not belligerent. They're not angry at him. They're not yelling at him. They're not screaming.
No.
They're not
It's
putting him
actually
in
the
harm's
absolute
way.
contrary of that.
No way that this guy should have felt any kind of physical fear, threat from these two women.
I don't
He didn't feel
Yeah,
a goddamn
right?
thing.
to unarmed women.
Unarmed women.
Yeah.
So he walks around the car and goes to her, Ms. Good's window, and you can see her in there. She's calm. She's composed. I think she gives a couple of smiles.
She says,
She says a few
I'm not
things.
mad at you.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
How is that threatening?
Because he wasn't threatened.
He wasn't
No,
threatened.
no, he's looking to execute a citizen of the United States.
Yes.
That's a different thing, dude.
So again, getting back to, I try to give the Leo some leeway, right?
Sure.
Because I can't put myself in that situation.
No.
But then I'm reading multiple law enforcement experts that know, for lack of a better word, the situational command or the situational
protocol for such
protocols,
things, yeah.
right? And they all say you don't stand in front of a car.
Nope.
First thing, you don't stand in front of a car. You don't shoot into a moving vehicle, even if they're coming towards you.
That's the law.
That's the law.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the law.
and you can't just shoot a fleeing suspect unless because it's
Right.
Garner versus Tennessee or Tennessee versus Garner
Right.
in '85. Yes, that's
Right.
the Supreme Court. If they're fleeing and they're not of danger to someone else, you can't just fucking shoot a fleeing suspect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If she was fleeing,
If she was
I think
fleeing.
she was leaving.
Leaving the
Because she-
Fleeing implies that she had done something illegal.
Right.
She was leaving on a public roadway
Right.
in a vehicle that she had a right to be in.
right. And these guys had no authority to order her out of her
Nope.
car
Nope.
or
Nope.
tell her not to move.
Nope, they're not officers of the law.
No.
They are not, dude. It's a different type of agent.
Look, if you guys are the
Man,
same
I'm
way,
not
and
into
if you
it.
were
Yeah.
ever approached by some people that didn't have any identification and had
Yeah.
masks on,
Yeah.
fuck
And
you.
like, yeah, I mean, neck
They have the
tattoos.
little
Yeah.
Velcro badges that you
Yeah.
can buy at any
Yeah,
Army
sure
surplus store.
And no body cams.
That's why we have
Why
this-
wouldn't they want to have body cams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they want to?
Right.
Right? Because that makes all arguments against their behavior moot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Because it shows that they are the best of the best, going after the worst of the worst.
Yes.
Because maybe that's not the goal, right? And then I'm telling you, man, they're just trying to rile us up enough to where they can smack it down.
Yeah.
And the states have got to push back because these people are still committing crimes in the state. They can be charged for state level crimes. And they have to know that that's going to happen if it doesn't happen immediately. Right.
Yeah.
Don't
They got to know it's
still
coming.
have to have don't they have to identify themselves anyway? I mean, isn't that even if
No.
you're a federal
No,
officer?
because now they're saying they're not cops. They don't have to.
but that's
So they're,
you
trying
don't
to,
have
they're
to-
getting it both ways.
but
Yes.
then I can do whatever I want to defend myself.
Yeah, dude. I'm kind of with you on that. I really, man, have no desire to fight cops, man.
I don't want
But
to either. There's a lot of them.
Nobody will ever grab me and put me into a van. That is not happening.
Right.
That is not, and I don't care whom it is, what it is. I don't care what if it's Cthulhu.
Without
I don't give a fuck if it's
expressing
cops, dude.
What
No.
do they say? The articulable
Yeah.
suspicion of a
Suspicion, yeah.
crime.
Guilt, yeah.
Unless they can tell me what they're handcuffing,
Yeah.
what they're
Oh yeah.
detaining
And
me
that's
for.
many steps before the handcuffing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not into it, Brian.
Officer,
And I'm not
what
telling
did
anybody
you-
else how to live, but shame on them for putting us in such a place where we have to consider that.
Yeah. And now we're fighting amongst one another about the authenticity
Yes.
of the claims. that
Should have
were put
listened to
forth.
the.
Just-
Should have listened to
Right.
him.
What are you
Shoulda
doing? Just do what you're
complied.
told.
Yeah,
Well, it
comply
kind
with
of
the
was.
masked. Yeah.
Didn't they actually say though? Didn't one of those guys say get out of here?
Yeah, he walked up and told her to get out of the car, is my understanding.
Oh, get out of the
As he
car.
reached in to try to open her door.
Okay.
Which he has no right to
He has
do.
no right to
He
do.
is not an officer of the law.
That's a threat. That's a threat.
Fuck, man,
Mind
that's
right there.
yes for kidnapping,
Yeah.
man.
Right.
Yes, it's like, and where is this? Is a great place for somebody to say the Supreme Court
Yes.
to make the definitions of what each of these agencies can and cannot do.
Yeah.
Right, because part of that is legislation, right? Because then the scope of this department gets spelled out. But in the end, yeah, the court's got to go, well, you can do this, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And make it very clear on the rules of engagement with the citizenry.
Yeah.
Right. Because going after an alien is kind of different, even though there's still protective due process. You still have to have.
Yes. Always do
Of
the
course,
United
of
States
course, of course.
fucking
And to
America.
pretend otherwise
Yes.
is foolish
Yeah.
to the utmost degree.
Yes.
Because that means you're next.
Yeah.
Always know that you're next.
Yeah.
What would be some advice we would give people to not get riled up?
Well, remain calm as best you can.
Okay.
Like,
Keep
what,
your
like in
composure.
general, or if they're faced with a.
Well, look, we're all
Yeah.
potentially faced with a lot of
Oh, yeah.
interaction or some interaction at some point with this, right? So anybody listening, how do you not engage in a violent manner so that you become a victim or you become a reason for that establishment to point fingers at us for the purposes of saying, see, these are Antifa, these are left,
Domestic terror.
domestic terrorists.
You can get the little, and I'm not being flippant, a little pocket copy of the Bill of Rights.
Okay.
And you can have that with you. And I know that different law groups will just send out a what do you do when approached by police? Just a little 5-sentence thing on how to speak with police when you're being asked questions. And if you can go to Costco, go to Costco. If you go to the dollar store, go to the dollar store. Get 2 weeks worth of food. So you can sit for each member of your household. It's not going to cost you much. If you have to sit, if shit gets weird and you got to sit for a minute, come up with a secondary plan, have two weeks worth of food and something to make clean water. Right? In Iran, they just turned the internet off. Click. The bad guys just turned it the fuck off, which means communication's done.
Yeah.
Right? So
That's what you were
make a
talking about
plan.
at lunch as far as
Yeah.
the ham radio.
yeah,
and just
ham
having
radios, or just have a plan with your family and loved ones. Go, well, if something weird happens, and that's an earthquake, that's a forest fire, that's whatever. Any kind of emergency happens, you can hunker down, and then you have a plan for your loved ones to either meet up or communicate in such a way or whatever. Just take a few, and just like you would if you had a fire drill at your house. Just the same kind of thing. Just have the most basic set aside so you don't have to think about that if something in the moment.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but taking the opportunity to say, hey, if something goes down, we're going to meet here.
Yeah.
If that's compromised or whatever, then
Then a secondary plan.
secondary plan and how to,
But how to speak with police. I mean, obviously nobody wants to agitate loose cannon, right?
Yeah.
no.
But we are citizens of the United States. We're citizens under the rule of law, right? So remind each other of that all the time.
Where the fuck are the libertarians in the
Yeah.
The outcry.
Yeah.
the outcry from them? An American citizen.
Yeah, where's Ron Paul?
Yes.
Yeah, although he's a million years old. I don't mean to pick on Ron Paul, but
Well,
you know what I
his
mean?
son.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, no, Rand Paul is. No, I mean, he's a. Yeah.
Where's the outcry
Yeah.
from?
And Rand Paul actually has kind of, sort of, occasionally gone against, the party or whatever.
There should be
yeah.
this huge outcry from
Yeah.
the right-wing podcastosphere
Yeah.
or whatever.
Who really are pro-liberty.
Yes.
Yeah. Because can they not see that it's coming for them eventually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
no,
Michael
they can't.
Weiner and shit like that, dude. If Nick Fuentes gains power, the weird right-wing Jews, which has always been an odd thing to me, you don't think Fuentes is coming for you?
Yeah.
Really? Really? As we adopt this like psycho right wing, like the dingbats, they're fucking dingbats, people. But they will
We're
eat
dragging the
everybody
rest
on
of
the
them
way
with
up. They will eat everybody else, dude.
Oh yeah, they'll lie, cheat, and steal their
Yeah.
way into
Oh, yeah.
to
To
getting
power.
some
Yeah.
into power. Yeah.
Oh man. So just quit pretending that they're on your side, people. Yeah. And talk to your loved ones, and just like we've been talking about, the way out of fear is faith. So have faith in your people and make sure that's well suited.
Your
Reach
sphere of
out to your
influence.
neighbors.
Yeah.
Talk to your neighbors, right? And get as
Yeah.
and then once we can kind of settle into something, then we can talk about how do we divorce ourselves from the oil companies?
Yeah.
How do we divorce ourselves from the
Amazons of the world.
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But first we gotta, and we also can still use our phones to call our state or local city and ask them what they plan to do if the federal cops really do go ding dong, right? What are they planning to do about it? How well do they know their police force? Whose side are their police on?
Yeah.
I remember Seattle PD had a bunch of dudes at January 6th. Interesting. No, and they certainly didn't get in any trouble for that.
No.
Are you talking about at the
At the
Capitol,
insurrection.
at the insurrection?
Yes.
Seattle cops were there.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
They were
No,
just
they
there
don't,
on
do we?
their own time, supposedly, but
Man, that doesn't speak well,
no.
right?
What about this guy that came out after Miss Good was fatally shot, and he was burning the flag? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, there was a guy out in the middle of the street, in that intersection or in that street, where he had a flag on the pole and he was burning it. And then once he got done burning, he just kind of wandered off, and some people followed him and goes, "What are you doing, man? You just incited you just burned the American flag."
Yeah.
And you get for a photo op, just trying to question him, you wouldn't say a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's a false flag kind of a
It
thing.
sure
Well,
could have been.
I
Just
mean,
yeah.
It lends itself
Yeah.
to that potential, right? Because it seems like every
Just
time
to light
the
one more
administration
spark.
lies about everything, they're
Yeah,
just
somebody
looking
gets
for
shot.
opportunity for them to have
Yeah.
a photo op
Yeah.
for the right
Yeah.
side of the
These are who
flag.
these guys are. They
Yeah.
burn
See?
our sacred flag.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, sure. But
From
we have to be
podcast
wise
all
enough
back.
to know that every single power structure of all time has an agent provocateur.
Oh, yes.
I mean, departments of them, no doubt.
Well, you just said
Yeah.
that. You said
Yeah.
that we need to be smart enough to do that, but there's not a lot of smart. There's not everybody's as smart. There's a lot of really not so smart people out there.
Well, geez, that may be so, but they can recognize that liberty and freedom are better than boots on our necks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but having that that visual and that rhetoric being pushed at us all the time, if you're in that loop of the right,
Yeah.
because I know I'm in the loop of the left, right? When
And,
I'm watching the media cycle,
Our screens are on all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so we're just getting feedback loops into our own
Yeah.
view. And so when you get a picture like that where there's a flag being burned and somebody's telling you a different story than actually was
Yes.
happening,
Yeah.
it's easy to be manipulated.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It
really
is.
easy.
And if we allow ourselves to be, right?
Right.
Because that's where discernment and just kind of the wisdom of the decades past, where we've seen patterns, of how people trick other people, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh man,
I only watch cat videos.
yeah. Which is why the internet was invented.
That's right. That's right.
Damn it.
Yeah, but yeah, call everybody. The smaller government, the better. So every city, municipality, ask them what's going on, what plan they have. They have an emergency department, of course they do, and federal police out of control qualifies as an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
So what are their feelings about that? What legal steps have they discussed in their own administrations, et cetera? And call your governor's office and please ask them to say out loud that federal officers who break state law will be prosecuted under state law.
Yes.
They need to say it out loud and make them say it out loud that they don't care. Make them say they don't care. Make them say it. That they don't care what the states say.
Yeah.
That they supersede state sovereignty.
Isn't that what they're kind of saying right now?
That's how they're acting,
Yeah.
but they always want to say that state sovereignty is great, so you can have
And then get all the
segregation.
Plausible
states' right guys.
deniability. Yeah.
Get all the states' rights guys.
So which is it?
Yeah. What
Which
do you
is
want?
it? But in the blue states, we need to encourage our governors to call other governors, not just blue states, but states who are actively working towards liberty, right? That counts Virginia and et cetera, right? Whoever wants to join in and push back and defend themselves against an overreach of federal power, right? Oh, it's scary times, bro. Honest. That's not cool.
It's got exponentially faster too.
Yeah,
It's like we've been
faster, yeah.
talking about this for months and months and months
Yeah.
and months, and there's been little change in the direction of the trajectory of our
No, and it's
constitution and
weird
our
because just when you think it can't get any worse,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, just shot a woman in the face.
Yeah, with complete, according to the Vice President of the United States, complete immunity. What does that even mean? What job on this planet offers complete immunity?
Yeah.
Not even the
Besides the
presidency.
president.
No, not
Well,
even. That's only in the official
Basic
duties.
capacity, yeah.
Which I get. You could say everything
Yeah,
different
yeah,
duty
yeah,
when I'm the
yeah.
president.
Yeah, yeah.
But
There was that guy from Lethal Weapon that had complete immunity. Remember
I
that?
don't know.
And he's like, Danny Glover, like, says, fuck your complete immunity.
Mr.
Oh,
Joshua.
diplomatic immunity. Or something.
Diplomatic.
I got diplomatic immunity. Yeah,
Yeah.
so good. Yeah. Danny Glover.
Oh, yeah.
He's still alive, right?
He
Yeah,
was
he is.
45 when he declared in that movie that he was too old for this shit.
Is that right?
Yeah. Something like that. He was 45 years old when he was filming that movie.
Yeah.
He declared that I'm too old for
So
this
good.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fuck. Boys, in more, I think, bad news, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting
Oh, man.
is no more.
Oh, man. Yeah, because we
Is
have
no
to get
more.
dumber.
Yes.
Dumber and more propaganda, please.
Yeah, all that federal funding that was steered towards PBS, NPR, hundreds of small public television radio stations throughout the country.
Yeah, with no paywalls. No
No
paywalls.
paywalls,
Nope.
nothing.
Yeah.
So it was created in 1967. It was to try to ensure that people in far
Yes.
away, underserved
Yep.
communities, rural communities
Yep.
could get news and information
Yep.
to better
Trusted
themselves.
news and
Trusted
information.
news and
Yeah.
information.
Instead of the weird AM religious shit that was out there, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
That was their news source, man.
Those are news stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this operating budget in 2025 was just $535 million.
Yeah, nothing.
Drop in the bucket compared to the rest of the U.S.
No, that's
spending and all that.
nothing.
Yeah,
There'll
yes,
be more
no
money
more.
spent on, well, for sure the election. But I'm going to say, I want to say for Super Bowl ads,
Oh yeah,
I bet it's close to that.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
for
it's
one,
probably
for one day.
several billion dollars.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, that's one of the most backwards, stupid fucking decisions.
I don't.
But these guys don't know how to make anything.
No.
They just have to burn it all
Yeah,
down.
burn it down.
Burn it all.
Yeah. In the meantime, boys, Donald Trump announced that he would like the military budget to reach $1.5 trillion soon, because these are, quote, dangerous times, and he needs the military that we dream of.
What's that even mean?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, but we got money for that.
Yeah. Right now, I think the U.S. is like not only the top military spender, but we're like 6 times the next
Yeah,
person.
but they also get a lot more bang for the buck in China.
We were dedicated roughly $997 billion to defense last year, or actually in 2024. That's about 3.4% of our GDP.
Oh, yeah. That's bananas. And that's not the VA.
No,
That's not the
no.
personnel per se.
No, this is just
weapon systems that are
Cameras
kind of
and toilet
outdated by
seats.
the time they
Yeah.
show up, right? It's like, and now with drones and shit like that, it's like, no, these are, he wants to build new battleships and all this kind of stuff. It's like, nobody needs battleships
Nobody needs
anymore,
battleship.
dude.
He
We've
wants
got
his
these things
own-
called ballistic missiles.
Dude, did we
You
even
know what
talk
I mean?
about that? Did we talk about the Trump class?
The size of the
Trump
size
class
of
ship?
that? No, I did not see that.
Yes, he wants to. They want a new class of
Yeah, Trump class.
Trump class battleship.
Isn't it like something like 20 times the size of the largest battleship that we've ever made?
Jeez, I hope.
He made
Just
some sort of
bananas.
weird.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
just banana.
After World War II, with the advent of aircraft carriers, battleships became passe. They're
Well,
not-
and missiles.
they're
You
missiles.
don't
They're
need
not needed.
to be off of somebody's coast going.
Yes,
You just
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
You know what I
Nobody
mean?
wants to just
No.
throw a battleship at another battleship to see who sinks faster.
Yeah, no,
It doesn't make any
that
sense.
text done.
Mike, what was that? Was it?
Yeah, when you get a bunch of
Those are the noises that they make?
intercontinental ballistics, just go. Yeah, no, it's insane.
Are you sucking in when you make that
Yeah,
noise?
both.
Man, we got to do a whole series on your
Sound effect.
Your sound effect.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time alone as a youth. Oh man, but so what? Is that really where we want our treasure to keep going? It's like right after the Soviets kind of stopped,
Yeah.
we should have just turned it all around, dude. Where's our peace dividend?
Yeah.
That's it, going on 50 fucking years, dude. Where's our peace dividend?
Yeah.
Meh. Nope.
No.
Nope, we got the F-35, which works occasionally. We got the Osprey, which kills more Marines than any hostile force on the planet,
Right.
right? you got a bunch of stupid shit that we're paying on forever, like the nuclear program that we can never stop. Right? You got to keep throwing money at that forever.
Yeah. You gotta keep it contained.
Yeah, just to keep it from fucking up on its own.
Yeah.
No, man.
And with that,
I want my records back.
Doge last year, who slashed so much money from our budget, slashing nothing. It cost us more than it did.
Yeah.
It's a gift that keeps on giving. There's a small base up in Alaska. It's up in the mountains, way outside of any like real civilization. I think there's a little town outside that sort of supports the base. Well, when Doge came in, they basically offered all the civilian workers to either retire, take a early retirement or a payout to leave, and they did, which left no civilian cooks and dinner workers at this one base. It's the Fort Greely that has the missiles that are supposed to shoot down any nuclear missiles that are coming into the United States.
Wow.
They're
Like
supposed to
over the top of
defense
the pole or
target,
something.
stuff
Right.
like that. So they weren't able to find anybody to cook meals for these poor Army and Air Force dudes. They're on the base. I think the base has like 918. No, that's the town outside. It's a town of 918. So the Army actually had to give like a monthly allowance to the soldiers and the airmen that are on that base so that they could go into town and get meals from restaurants. But it's like they've got 2 or 3 restaurants and a few
But why would you be
stores.
dependent on outside stuff?
Right?
That's kind of dumb for a military.
For a military.
Yeah.
So I think they
Oh,
finally got a new contract with a civilian provider.
Yeah,
to
Doge
bring
was
meals
just
and stuff.
a data stealing operation.
yeah.
To somebody who is really friendly with Russia. You know what I mean? It's like we let that guy who has shown that he has no national roots,
Yeah.
right? He just goes where the money is,
Are you
right?
talking about?
Musk, right? And because he was the Doge guy, right?
Yeah, is he? He's South African, right?
Yeah.
Originally. Yeah.
I think he's actually an illegal immigrant because he came for one purpose that he
He and
didn't do.
Melania.
Oh, he couldn't pass the
Yeah,
immigration test.
Well, I think he got his visa, right?
Yeah.
Overstated or something. I don't know.
But also, but he's selling Starlink. Russia is using horses now. They're bringing back their cavalry because they're running out of vehicles.
Well-
Russia. The only people who believe Russia is winning the war in Ukraine is Putin
Yeah.
and Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Nobody else on this planet believes Russia's winning
Yeah.
because
There
they're
was
not.
a report from commanders in Ukraine saying their drones are killing
It's just a
Russian
meat-
soldiers as fast as they can resupply them to the front
They
line.
have to send them in
They're
handcuffs.
just taking them out.
So the soldiers won't just bolt, dude. And they got the Starlink because Elon Musk is still you'll pay for it. So on horses, on horseback, and the drone operators try not to kill the horses, but you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, no. Well, I'm telling you, dude,
Nuts.
Yeah.
Why don't they have a better military?
because they spent all their money.
Yeah.
Right. And actually they didn't. And we could be spending their money. You know what I mean? Because we did confiscate some of their cash.
Yeah,
It's like,
sanctions.
and India, China are still buying plenty of oil from them for probably $30 a barrel.
Yeah.
Right. Just to give them some cash, but
Yeah.
So it's a miserable life in Russia.
China
like
is
it's
it's
sending
miserable, dude. No, they got gas lines. It's like, no, it's
China's
terrible.
sending them PlayStations to try to keep the soldiers happy.
Yeah.
Cuba's sending soldiers. North
man.
Korea's
Yeah.
sending soldiers.
Yeah.
I don't think
But not
that
many.
though.
No, they won't because it's a fucking meat
Yeah.
factory, dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
They're just sending
Yeah.
them in to be killed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, I get it.
He can't
wants
lose face, but he wants that territory. He wants
He desperately wants that
Ukraine
territory.
to capitulate and
Yeah.
be like, yeah, we're done.
Is that
Just
because
sign
of
the peace.
natural resources?
Yeah, it's the breadbasket of Europe.
Yeah.
And
And a buffer zone.
a buffer zone, plus nuclear power plants, plus a bunch of coal, etc. I mean, there's a bunch of really important, and that coastline down there.
Yeah.
Here to grab Crimea, but then the rest of the Black Sea, etc.
Yeah, and he already controls that.
Odessa, kinda. He could close that whole area off. But he
He
just
wants a
overcalculated.
vacation
Yeah,
house.
but I think that's military industrial complexes lie to the leadership. They always overstate their abilities.
Yeah.
Right now, it's going to be. He was told it would take a weekend
To take care of this.
to take Ukraine.
Right.
One weekend.
Weren't we supplying Ukraine though with weapons and that sort of thing?
Yeah,
to fight against
we
that?
had
we did, and Europe has too,
Yeah.
with the tanks and stuff like that. Which took them a long time to kind of get together and a bunch of the weapons because we were afraid of pissing off Russia. You know what I mean? So we didn't want to do medium range missiles and stuff that could do, which is what now that Ukraine has these longer range drone abilities and missiles, they are going after not civilian targets like Russia does.
But
They're not
oil
stealing
refinery.
kids like Russia does. They're going after the oil infrastructure, which is super duper smart. Super duper 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 smart because that's money. If they can't make money from oil, they've got nothing. Right? They can cut down all the trees in Siberia and try to sell those. Right? But their entire income is from extraction. Oh yeah.
Aye.
Fuck 'em, fuck Russia.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, boys, we already talked about this a little bit. The ACA, the subsidies for 3 years just passed. 17 Republicans joined Democrats to pass that, to revive it. It was a 230 to 196 vote.
Is it in the Senate?
That was
that's
the House. Oh, that was the House, yeah. So it'll go to the Senate, and as Mike was saying, who knows if the Senate won't just throw a shit ton of pork crap stuff
Weird
in
stuff
there
that they're
to
really not
sabotage it.
supposed to be allowed to do because
Yeah.
they're not supposed to add stuff to it,
Yeah.
but they often do. And or they could just say rubber stamp yes or rubber stamp no,
Yeah.
or not even let it come up.
And then
right?
send it to Trump's desk to see what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And
It's long-
he'll probably veto that. Is that what you're going to
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
because it makes him look like,
Yeah.
Trump's the subsidy killer. If that's the case, then midterms come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the
When it
guy
really
that-
does hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was after January that these were really going to be impacted.
Yeah, just got started.
Yeah,
in
but
my
didn't he
first
just
payment.
cut off like child?
Yeah,
He pulled back the money for child health care because some dude made a video.
yeah.
Some
Yes.
dude
Some
makes a video and he's
weird
like,
guy.
yeah, nobody gets anything
What I
because I
found
watched a TV show.
interesting was that my kids have always gone through some kind of daycare, preschool, paid for, Montessori, whatever.
Yeah.
They always shut down at Christmas time. There's always, whenever the schools are closed for 2 weeks for winter break,
They follow that.
they follow that.
Mm-hmm.
When did this guy go?
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
around
yeah,
winter
yeah,
break.
Yeah.
When he was knocking on doors and pretending nobody was answering.
Oh my God. And why are you opening your door to a stranger anyway, dude?
Well, I would not open.
Yeah.
Some guy with a camera
Yeah.
wants to come
Let
in.
me film the children.
Yes, let me come in. I gotta film children.
It's weird, dude. And just to have a policy that's just on a whim. And people get mad that the Senate and the House and lawmakers are, all they do is pontificate and bloviate, and it takes so long to get anything. That's like, yes. And sometimes that's really dumb. But other times it slows down that knee-jerk reaction, right? And some stuff you got to react to quickly. I get it. But most shit, you can stop and think about it, discuss it amongst intelligent, thoughtful people, and then move forward with a plan, right? I watched it on TV.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull everything, and the executive branch has nothing to do with pulling money
Out of anywhere.
No,
Out of
and
anywhere.
then Supreme Court hasn't weighed in on that yet.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and there was massive
Well, actually,
fraud there.
they did in 1974.
State of Minnesota's been investigating it for a while now.
Sure,
there
sure,
was
sure.
massive
Yeah.
fraud as it relates to these daycare centers. No, these daycare centers claiming more kids or more being open when they weren't open, stuff like that, and got tons and tons of money, which needs to be investigated and prosecuted.
Yes, because fraud's
who
bad.
was-
Fraud
who-
is lying and stealing.
Who was the main culprit on this? Some old white lady,
Yeah,
not Somali.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, etc. And it doesn't. I don't care who it was, right? They need to go
Needs to
through.
get prosecuted.
Yes, exactly. We have. So there are processes.
Yeah.
To make to deter people from being fraudsters, right? Unless you get a presidential pardon
Yeah.
for being a fraudster, right? It's like lying is bad. Let's make truth telling fun again.
Yeah.
What about books?
Yeah, let's make books neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
Boys, a bunch of stories on signs that the world is ending.
Oh, good.
As if we hadn't just had a whole bunch. The Japanese nuclear power industry's sort of been under fire because they, with the Fukushima disaster that was there, they sort of lied and made up a bunch of stuff about some of the earthquake issues and stuff like that. There was a bunch of forged documents,
Really?
yeah. The Japanese nuclear employee went to China for a vacation. And while he was there, he left behind his phone at the airport. Inside of his phone was a bunch of Japanese secrets related to their nuclear power plants.
What?
So this guy goes on vacation. The phone contained confidential contact details for staff involved in nuclear security work. It's a major security breach for the Japanese because this guy had it all on his phone.
That he traveled with
China
to a hostile nation
and left it in an airport bathroom or a
that
lounge
doesn't
or
sound
something.
fishy.
No, and he didn't realize it was missing for 3 days.
No, he's
Supposedly,
lying. He's lying.
Yeah.
That's I had a wide stance.
Yeah, and then started calling, "Hi, airport, do you have my phone? Can I have it back, please?"
It's got a lot of
man.
nuclear secrets.
Yeah.
on
I mean,
it. really
pictures of
need it
my
back.
family,
Yeah.
pictures of my dog.
Yeah, that's what I
Six
had.
arms.
We call him,
I don't
we
know.
call him Astro. I mean,
Yeah, I really like the concept of the nuclear industry, but man, they've really been not the best with results.
No. Yeah, I think most of the confidential information was like people that worked there, titles, names, stuff like that. But,
Yes.
in other news, this is kind of fun news. Bulky bluefin tuna, highest auction at Tokyo's fish market ever. I guess every year Tokyo Fish Market does a New Year's auction, and it's supposed to bring you good luck if you're the highest bid on getting this prize
Of course it
tuna
does.
fish,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So a new record was set. It was 510.3 million yen, which equates to 3.2 million US dollars for a
400 pound.
243 kilogram fish, which
Wow.
I think
That's
equates
500
to
pounds.
500 pounds.
That's a big tuna fish.
That's a big tuna.
It's a big tuna.
I broke it down. It's roughly $5,970 American dollars per pound, which seems
Expensive.
steep.
Yeah, that's a lot of good luck, hopefully, bro.
Is it because you can only fish this item in like different parts of the ocean, or is it just because they're so elusive?
I don't know. It's just a bluefin tuna.
Flavor profile, or maybe it's mystical property.
I think it's just the thought that it gives you good luck to be the buyer
The top
of the
bid for
first
that,
fish
Okay.
of the season.
Man,
kind of.
So that's
really
what
expensive.
that's
Yeah.
what throws the price up so
Yeah,
high.
it wasn't necessarily the rarity of the fish; it was the
It's the
superstition.
yeah.
Yeah. So the winning bid was from the Kayomura Corporation. They operate a popular sushi chain called Sushi Zanmai, which has outlets across the country and all over the world. It was almost immediately taken to one of their locations, sliced and sold and served
Sure.
Wow.
right away.
They're
But,
a beautiful fish.
yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're one of the main predators of the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Then-
Yeah. Do they travel in big schools?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're it's graduate programs
It's
mostly.
collegiate.
Yeah, collegiate. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can catch them in Cabo, or maybe that's yellowfin or something,
I don't think you can get
or
bluefin
Dorado
there.
or something.
Dorado.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dorado is definitely down there.
What is the chicken of the sea? What are we eating? What kind of tuna are we eating?
I have no idea.
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah, it's Charlie.
Yeah,
He's
Charlie.
like-
Yeah, sorry,
I don't know. I mean, I think
Didn't grow up with that at all.
whitefin or albacore.
Albacore, maybe.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
something
albacore,
more
yeah, geez.
prevalent.
Yeah. I ate a lot of tuna fish.
Tastes like chicken.
I can't.
You got a lot of mercury in your
The
body.
salts.
No, it's the oils. The rich oil goes right to my foot.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Gout, yeah.
Gotcha.
And I love a tuna on rye with a big slice of dill pickle.
Nice.
Are there different tunas that have less of those
I
oils?
don't know.
Or is albacore seems to be the lowest in oil? You would
Is
think
it?
that the tuna that comes like was it Charlie's Chunking or whatever it is? That's very oily, or it comes in oil.
Comes in
But even
Yeah,
when it's in
water,
water,
too,
but even when it's in water, it's still kind of oily.
It's a fatty fish.
I wonder if it comes in oil. They've added oil to.
No, for sure. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
I don't know, man. Maybe once a quarter, I should probably just test it.
Yeah. Ow. So
There used to be
good.
blocks up on 15th Avenue in Capitol Hill, and my parents would take me there. I would get out of preschool. Dad would get off work for lunch, come over and meet my mom and I, and the three of us would have lunch at Blocks. And I'd always order the tuna on rye with the pickle.
Yeah.
I could eat like half the sandwich and most of the pickle, and my dad would always finish the other half of the sandwich because it was
You
just
were
too
3.
much. I was like 3 or 4 years
Yeah,
old,
yeah.
right?
Oh, so good.
But just a core memory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when my mom would make me a grilled tuna fish
Oh,
sandwich. It would just be delightful. She used lots of butter and
Nice.
yeah, it's good core memory
Yeah.
for sure.
Man, from tuna to cars, boys, the average monthly car payment on a vehicle in 2015 was $491. The average financed car was $28,000. In 2025, that soared to $772 average for a monthly payment on a financed of $43,759 is what the just so in just what did I say, 2025 to 2015. So just in 10 years, it's jumped
40%.
40%. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And buyers are opting for these longer payment terms, like an 84-month payment term
Oh, yeah.
on it, but they're still paying like $1,000 or more for a vehicle, which includes the car payment, your car insurance, all that stuff, on an 84-month term.
So what's the price of what's the payment?
Up to like $772
Is
for
average.
the average car payment.
So for 84 months, they're paying.
$772
Yeah.
a month.
But that's not insurance also.
With
No,
the
that's
insurance,
the
you're
car
getting
payment.
closer to the $1,000.
Yeah, I would say for
So
full coverage.
a
yeah.
$25,000 car costs you $77,000.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. But the average car cost today is for the people finance is 43,000, almost 44,000
Average.
average.
Yeah.
It's your average car cost.
Jeez. That
Yeah.
seems like a lot.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I think with the advent of new batteries and that sort of thing for electric, we're going to see a big drop in prices for.
Yeah,
I hope
and,
so.
yeah, if the
Affordable
Chinese
vehicle.
cars, because I know you can buy them in Chinese electrics, you can get them in Mexico.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we were talking because the kids turned 16 this year, and we're trying to figure out, okay, we probably should have the third car. Of course, the kid wants, what she wants, which is fine. She
Monster
wants
truck?
Yeah. She wants an Ioniq 5, which is a Hyundai electric car, which
Yes.
is kind of a cool little car.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
But we're trying to, it's like I think I've seen them as low as like 22,000 or something. And
get her a Prius.
get her a Prius.
Same thing.
But we looked at it because we finally got the wife's car paid off. I drive a company vehicle, which is nice for me. But we finally got the wife's Jeep Grand Cherokee or whatever it is, got that paid off. So we don't have a car payment
That's
right now, which is fantastic.
How long has it been since you've had one of the not had a car payment?
6 months, 7 months.
No, but how long were you making that payment?
Oh, how long? I think it was a 5-year term.
5 year. Okay. Yeah.
And I think we paid it off a little bit early because we got to the point where it was like, oh, let's just fucking pay it off. And not,
How much much was the payment?
It was $500, $503.
Nice to have that back in your pocket.
Yeah, big time.
It can go to healthcare.
Big time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff.
Oh,
But we're sitting there looking. It's like, okay, we could give the kid the Grand Cherokee and
that's
get
a
the
nice
wife
car.
a new car.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And we've been looking at those Volkswagen buses, the all electric
They're
buses.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
Cool.
But it's like, fuck, do we want another car payment? And then it was like, well, we could also just buy a decent car and finance it for her, or we can do what I did and buy a good, solid used vehicle.
Yeah.
Safe.
Well, we're, in the used vehicle market right now, are we in a glut?
I don't know that.
Because we went through that period of time where you could buy a 5-year-old vehicle that was the same price as it was when it was new,
Right.
type of thing, or 4
Yeah,
years
it's
old,
crazy.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was no inventory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is it because we weren't making any new cars?
I don't know.
Yeah,
there was
because there was a supply. Remember the chips? We couldn't get the chips, so then every car has like 13 different
Yeah.
specific super chips that we couldn't
Yeah.
get for a minute there.
Jeez. I don't know. At one point, they were like begging us to come bring our Grand Cherokee down to the dealer and trade it in. We'll give you top dollar for it. So we go down, we look at the new Cherokee, and it's really nice. And it's like, well, if we can get a good price for this and keep our car payment around the same, they're just signing up for longer, but then we're getting the new car, and it had all these awesome, cool features and all these cameras everywhere. It was just nuts.
Right.
And so we go in, we talk to the guy. He's like, yeah, your new payment, well, even with the trade-in, was going to be like 700 and something. We're like,
No,
nope,
oh my God, yeah.
nope,
No.
good.
That's not a good deal.
Thanks anyway.
No.
Giving you my car and now I have to spend
Yeah,
more than I was
Yeah.
paying before. No thanks. And her car's good. It's a decent car. It needs a little bit of
What's she driving?
the Cherokee.
The Cherokee,
The Grand Cherokee.
But that'd be a safe car for the kiddo anyway.
I
Right?
think so too, but I think we'll probably end up getting like a mid 2000s Nissan Sentra or something that's just a good runner for her.
Yeah.
Might have to.
Monster truck, dude.
spray
That kid would
painted.
rock it. Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
She would.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think they've got some extra Bigfoots out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some old
Oh,
school
yeah.
Bigfoot.
Sweet.
She's rolling coal.
I'll make her drive biodiesel at that point. Mike.
With Ariana Grande blast.
Oh man! In more signs that the world is coming to an end, ex-Kiss guitarist Vinnie Vincent is coming out with a new album.
Huh.
Is going
Maybe Vincent, was that Ace?
I think
He was after,
He was right after
Yeah.
Ace. I think he was the Onk guy.
Oh, all right.
But he was only there for a short time. But it was right before they went to Lick It Up.
Yeah.
Lick It Up.
Was that when they went faceless?
Face
Yeah.
makeup
Yeah.
was, right?
Put
But
it
he was
on.
only there
Put
like
it on.
82 to 84, something like that, right? But so he's coming out with a new album. It's called Guitar Mageddon. It's supposed to just melt your face off. But he's planning to sell each song individually. So if you want this album, you've got to order each song. It's going to come on a CD. I think it'll be autographed, but it's going to cost you
99 cents.
$200 a pop.
Per song?
Per song.
No, nobody's doing that.
Right? Plus shipping and handling. $25 shipping and handling in the US, $100 for fans overseas. So if you want the entire 18-song album, it'll cost you like $3,600. Who the fuck is buying Vinnie Vincent? Has he
For
had
Vinnie,
an
yeah.
album
Nothing,
out
dude.
recently?
Man. I mean,
And he's basically saying this is the best album ever. Why should I not charge? Why should I not charge premium dollars?
Right.
no, and I'd like that concept.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Of direct
Yeah.
sale and all that kind of stuff. But
$200,
no,
bro.
I mean, no, that's
I
kind
blame the Mormons.
Lick it up. But if he doesn't get enough pre-sales, he's just going to bag it. He's just going to shelve the album. So I mean, plan on shelving that bad.
Yeah,
big
no,
guy.
you're kidding.
What's the pre-sales? How much?
If
is
you
the
buy, I don't know how many he wants to. Maybe 1,000.
Because yeah, I mean, his studio time is going to be $10,000. There's no way it's made not a penny less
with whoever
yeah.
he brings.
Oh
in.
yeah, for studio guys
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
to really kind of brush that to the way he would want it to be, but between 10 and 50 for sure.
Yeah.
Is that
And
a
this-
day or just studio time for like a
For
week
to
or-
get that album done, because he would record the whole thing in the studio.
Okay.
And then they would mix it for another 2 months.
Yeah.
Right. And all that costs somebody something.
Been trying to get her on the show, but my daughter's
Vinnie Vincent?
vocal coach. No, I'd love to give Vinnie Vincent, but my daughter's vocal coach, Katie, she flew to Nashville to work with a certain producer in the studio to cut like an album's worth of songs. So what is that, like 6, 8, 10 songs, something like that?
10 songs.
What's your DRI?
$50,000
Wow.
of her own money
Wow.
to go get all that done.
Jeez.
But she saved up. She wrote a bunch of songs.
And that was with the band also.
That was bringing in the studio
Yeah,
musicians.
yeah,
and
no,
all that
it's-
stuff. 50
yeah.
grand to do, I
Yeah.
don't know, 6 to 10 songs, something like that.
Sure.
And they sound good.
Yeah, yeah, sure,
It's
sure,
not my groove,
Yeah.
Katie. I love you, but
Yeah.
not my groove.
Oh, sure. But,
Got very pop country
sure.
kind of stuff you turn on country radio today and you
Yeah, no, yeah. And then, I bet her goal and her management's goal is to farm that out.
Yeah.
And then somebody's going to go, nope, we'll take it. We're
Yeah.
going to put you on tour with so-and-so.
Yeah, she's open for
Yeah.
some big
Yeah,
time
no, I
names
think it's a
around
great
here,
idea. No,
so-
that's what I want for Disc Test, dude. Get them on the festival circuit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Who?
Kids rock.
Who?
Oh, Disc Test, close personal friends of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
The-
They just finished recording 14 songs.
Yeah, and are you still planning on
Yeah, I'm still tour dad. Yeah.
Tour dad?
Yeah.
We'll have to figure that out when you...
is that the band you went and played and sang?
No, that's Sexy Freud and the Ego Whips. No, Disc Test are their own band. No, I'm just hang around. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I like those guys.
You're a groupie.
Yeah.
Yeah, soon to be tour dad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of
Yeah,
noise
but
right
Vinnie
there.
Vincent, no, don't do that.
Yeah, so direct quote from Vinnie Vincent to close that story out. Guitar-mageddon is one of the greatest rock albums of all time. I lived through Meet the Beatles, Led Zeppelin 2, Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced, Jeff Beck's Truth, Cream's Wheels of Fire, Pink Floyd, etc. The only difference is that these albums are generational tested and have the benefit of time's fermentation. But as for impact and perfection from the first song to the last, Guitar-mageddon is a classic, #1 contender.
No, man.
He's got fucking ego whip.
Jeez, well, good luck.
Asparagus.
Good luck with
Asparagus ferments too. You know,
Yeah.
what kind of fermentation? we
Yeah, I
talking
can't
about?
think of a single Vinnie Vincent solo in my mind, but
No.
I'm just not a big Kiss guy
I mean, he
anyway.
mostly
so.
played fucking Ace songs. I think even the albums after, he was probably trying to copy whatever Ace was doing. So, and I'm not a Kiss fan by any stretch.
You went though, remember? Didn't you?
I did
You went
because
to-
it just felt like I needed to. I missed an opportunity in I think '98. They were going on. I think it was the Psycho Circus tour or whatever it was, and a bunch of us from work were going to rent a RV, and I think we were going to go out to the gorge, and we were calling around trying to find an RV, and we were like gung ho for like 48 hours. Everybody was buzzing, who's going, who's not going, and then suddenly people were like, I can't go, I got this, and then I can't go, I got this, and it came down to like tour is like me and Rusty from Dallas, and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna go in an RV with Rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smelling that guy
Yeah.
for 48 hours.
Yeah, talk about fermentation.
Yeah. So it ended up kind of dying. So then when they came again and this was like, oh, farewell tour, the number 6 farewell tour or whatever it was, we were like, yeah, you know what? Let's just go.
Was that Coliseum or was that?
No, it was Tacoma Dome.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's big show stuff.
It was big show stuff, and we stayed for. And we saw the set list from the other cities, and we stayed through most of the most
Lick it
popular.
up.
I have to give them credit though; they really do know how to put on a show.
Yes.
Right on.
I mean, from the opening,
Yeah.
from the opening stage entrance of them up on those platforms,
Yeah.
and the stage exploding in fire and
The
sparks,
lights and,
and the announcer going, "The world's greatest band of all time."
merchandisers of all time.
Yeah.
Shit.
And how old is Gene Simmons?
God, 70.
He's got to be mid-70s.
Yeah.
70s.
Nutfucker is wearing, 80
10
pounds of
Oh, yeah.
10 inch
Oh, yeah.
spikes, and he's
Yeah.
sitting up there and he's like, he's
Yeah.
fucking rocking
Yeah.
and doing his thing.
Try not to twist an ankle. Oh, yeah. Like taking pointers from Cher.
Yeah.
How do I do this?
If I could turn back time.
Yeah.
Vinnie Vincent probably not going to make this list anytime soon. There is a new musician billionaire, according to Forbes, just made the list. The list is Jay-Z, Taylor Swift, Bruce Springsteen, and Rihanna. I was a little surprised Rihanna's a billionaire, but business stuff, whatever. It's Jay-Z's wife, Beyonce, just made the list.
Oh, geez, congratulations.
So she's the new billionaire.
Yeah. Just throw it all away for me.
Yeah.
Me, would you?
Come on, Beyonce.
Show me the ring.
Yeah, so interesting. $1 billion.
And maybe we really are just lazy guys. Maybe making that first billion's not as hard as we think it is. You gotta-
Well, $1 billion doesn't go as far as it used to.
No.
That's what Mike said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
$1 billion
man.
is the new million.
Yeah, is the new Thurston Howell or whatever.
He probably had $2 million to his name. Or something.
Yeah.
500 grand in assets or whatever.
Oh, lovey-dovey.
Boys, if you go to Florida pretty soon, if you fly into Miami or one of those airports, you can take a air taxi over to like Fort Lauderdale or Palm Beach, places like that. Air taxi service is about to be started, and I looked these up, and they look like a kind of an Osprey, like a mini Osprey,
Yeah.
like a little
Like a
helicopter,
drone,
but it's
yeah.
got a drone,
Yeah.
bunch of, for the lift and then
Yeah.
the push. Costs you about $200. Can
Really?
seat 4 passengers. So you can jump in this thing and it'll get you there in like 20 minutes as compared to an hour.
Is it
in
autonomous?
traffic. I don't think it is, but it could be.
So do you fly it yourself?
no.
No, I bet it's autonomous, and there's not a pilot per se,
It just-
right? There might be a pilot at a screen somewhere.
No, probably
But,
so.
Yeah, and then you'd have to follow because so the FAA is just making new lanes for these things, I suppose. This seems
guess.
like an inevitability,
It is.
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
What was
For the wealthy. But if you had to take an hour taxi ride with 4 dudes, that's a couple $100
I would
real
think
quick,
so,
right?
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
so I mean, I could see where this, at least initially, is price competitive, unless they just go, they'd fall out of the sky.
Yeah, it's all electric. It's rapid back-to-back flights. It has a range of 100 miles before it's got to recharge. Supposedly, it can land and do a fast recharge system that can get it back up and running pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I
But
could
yeah,
see if you had a person on the ground, you could shift batteries
yeah,
or
that's
something
true,
like that.
yeah.
I think that's,
I think they're
run over.
doing that in China.
yeah.
They're
That's-
making that
that's
happen where
even
they just come
inevitable.
in and swap out the entire under part of the battery packs.
Yeah.
Just
And
pull them
then
out,
throw that
put
on
them
a
back
charger,
in,
yeah.
and it's ready to go.
Yeah, because even a fast charge on a battery like that would take, I mean, I guess maybe minutes. Could you really do that in minutes? Not
Well-
burn up the batteries?
Well, the
I don't know.
the latest information I have with regard to Elon Musk's Teslas is they've advanced their battery capacity to doubling their distance and bringing their charging time down to 80% of a charge within 15 minutes.
Wow.
Way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's for a couple of 100 miles in a car. I don't know what the difference in energy expenditure is from a flying
Well,
thing.
the car can
to a
recharge too, or does the Tesla not
Oh,
do
I
that?
bet they do with the braking system, et cetera. Of
Yeah.
course they do. Of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think you get, because if you put a bunch of like windmills on your hovering, it just adds drag. Like,
We're going 2 miles an hour.
Well, maybe it's just the efficiency
Man.
of going
Yeah, with
from
that-
point A to point B that you're you're able to make it to that next destination.
Yeah.
And where's this cut up from?
Florida.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Miami Dade International Airport.
For the Keys or
take
something?
it out. Well, they didn't mention the Keys, but like Fort Lauderdale, Daytona, places like that. So you can get to your hotel pretty quick. Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Miami International Airports.
Jeez.
Yeah. Jeez.
I don't know. That's, I mean, a little bit of a
wouldn't-
surprise, but a little bit not a surprise.
I wouldn't doubt that they would have commercial that's going to be across the United States before we know it.
Yeah.
There are people working on it like
And I would
crazy.
think that's what the 5G is necessary for, is for all that information that has to happen for you to be able to fly, 60 minutes across open fucking, that takes a lot of information.
How I'm not the first one to test this myself.
Yeah.
Jumping
Yeah.
into a
Somebody spills their drink. It's like,
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about some of these autonomous vehicles or these hovering vehicles is that they have multiple engines in them, right? And they're able to go down to like maybe six engines possible. So they can go down 2 engines.
It still remains.
be
Still
fine.
function,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can have a failure on a couple
Yeah.
before anything goes
they
significant.
just slow down and find a safe place.
yeah.
Exactly.
And I would think, and you're not 15,000 feet up, right?
No, I would
So it's like,
Yeah.
and if you built it like the smart cars or whatever, they've got a cage that
Yeah.
you're in, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when they get punted by some larger vehicle, that cage protects the people, right?
Yeah.
You could do the same
Yeah.
on something like
And
that.
they've got probably avoidance systems like on my
I would sure think so. Yeah.
drone.
Yeah.
I can either set it to go around an object or come to a stop.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure they'll have those avoidance systems put
Yeah.
in there.
And whatever lane they get put in, right? Because if there's, tree cover up to X, right? Building cover up to Y.
Yeah.
Right. And then every crop duster and every ding dong is up in this envelope.
Right.
So then these guys get whatever is left over.
Yeah, just very similar to what they do when they're routing people across the United States or the world in the different lanes when you see computer or imaging of where the pathways that airplanes go.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. They're just going to be on a different spectrum of height.
Yeah, I would
right?
think. Yeah. Because, you don't need to be. I don't know. I would
30,000.
try it.
30,000 feet.
Yeah. Then a little.
Be like a little Jetson
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's the energy necessary to get up that high.
Correct.
Just like with rockets, right? That's where it all gets expended. You know what I mean?
Get to that level.
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah.
Well, and I think I don't think those would operate as well.
In thinner air.
Higher,
Yeah.
right? 'Cause-
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, you want some lift
Yeah.
and some propulsion.
It's a propeller system as opposed to, that
jet.
same kind of.
Yeah, and you don't want to have to compress the cab and all that stuff. I'm
Right.
sure
That's
it
extra
gets-
expanse, extra weight, etc. Yeah. It's extra pound.
And it's cold as
Yeah.
fuck up there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
cold as
yeah.
fuck up there. Yeah.
Can I
Geez,
get
I
a
don't know. That's
blanket?
fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I figured it would be drone deliveries for these kinds of
I
things.
thought
So
that
that would
was gonna
probably be
come
the
first.
I would have thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause
that's
that's
already happening.
Is
Did
it
they
with those
actually
flighted?
have it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. You mean like Amazon delivering shit?
Yeah.
Delivering stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what part of the country it is, whether it's
Okay.
Texas or the South or whatever, but they've got
Somewhere where there's not as much.
yeah, they've got a system where they come in with probably a limit weight wise, but they've got a little pole that comes down or a parachute, and they just deliver. They'll deliver food. They'll deliver whatever.
Because if you don't have to hire a dude to drive a truck,
Yeah.
and out,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so efficient.
I can see
out in
like
the middle of Kansas or something. right?
organ donations and stuff like that, trying to get it to the
Oh,
hospital
sure.
as fast
Yeah,
as
yeah,
possible, something like
yeah.
that. But
Yeah, that could be very helpful in like snowy conditions or
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you
inclement
could
weather
skip traffic.
with
I'm just
a
sitting there
bridge
going,
out
I-
or something.
bring me one bottle of Yoo-hoo.
And a kidney.
Oh, fuck, they took my kidney. Bring me one snack pack of Cheetos.
Right.
Free delivery.
Yeah.
30 minutes or less, or it's free.
Can you imagine a third world country looking at us going, what the fuck?
Man.
This
yeah.
first world problems. I didn't get my snacks in time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, geez, but that was not on my, because we did our top 5.
No, I wouldn't have
That
thought
was
either.
not it, so.
And they're saying this year they're
Yeah.
going to have this done this year, where they're going to start off on those flights. So
Jeez.
interesting.
Exciting.
Ooh, boys, scientists are one step closer to pinpointing fragments of Leonardo da Vinci's elusive DNA.
Oh,
What?
Apparently, a team of researchers has been analyzing a bunch of samples that they took from a drawing that he did. There's a red chalk on there, and they were able to extract DNA from that red chalk.
Because they used blood to make it?
I don't know if it was blood or if it's just
It is, I think.
sweat or whatever's in there.
Yeah.
But they are attributing it to the famed polymath, suggesting that the DNA on the painting may belong to him. They have looked at the alleles. They've been able to figure out that it's from a person from the Tuscany region.
Of Italy.
Where he's from, and that kind of, they've looked at the, is it the alleles? I can't remember. What
I don't know what alleles is.
Anyway, so
and
they've,
Schlemio.
I grew up in Burien. Shamil. Shamazel. Is that related to the Hofensteffers?
so they can't be certain that it's his DNA precisely, because it could have been, Joe Schmo, his little buddy Benny or something.
The piss bucket dumper.
How do you done with this saw?
Wait for the shake.
May I empty the pail, saw?
What was that? Piss boy?
Piss boy.
Piss boy from
History of the World.
History of the World. Yeah.
So dumb. It's Harvey Korman.
Oh, Harvey Korman. That's right. Yeah. Harvey Korman.
Oh, good. Korman. What a guy.
Heary, get your plumbing. Pipe the shit right out. Yeah.
But researchers in Italy claim that they have found 14 descendants of his family. Da Vinci didn't have kids of his own that we know of, but they say there are 14 living descendants or direct relatives of his.
From that DNA sample, or in
No,
addition
just
to
in
that
addition
DNA?
to that.
Oh,
So
all
they
right.
may be able to match
backtrack,
that
yeah.
DNA, and like they did in Jurassic Park with the
Yeah, yeah.
dinosaurs. They'll take a little bit from that guy, a little bit from
Fair,
that
no expense.
Life finds a way.
But so on our top 5, we're going to talk about if we could rebuild Da Vinci's DNA and clone him and bring him back with all the attributes. So on our top 5 in the bonus round, folks, we're going to talk about our top 5 people we'd love to clone and bring back with those attributes.
Dude, can we
right?
clone all, like as many of them as we want? Like make an army of Raquel Welches or something?
I like where Mike's going. Didn't think about that. It's a little cost prohibitive, but
Wow.
so you folks can find that on the website at r-townpodcast.com. Go to the members only section, or you can go to Patreon and sign up there to get that bonus content.
Yes.
So go do that right now
Please, yes.
as you're listening to this. Boys, rest in peace, Michael Reagan, Ronald Reagan's oldest son. He passed away at 80 just this past week. He was a conservative commentator. He's been on Newsmax recently, but kind of followed in his father's footsteps. He was an adopted son when Reagan was married to Jane Wyman, the actress Jane Wyman. They adopted him. He divorced her, famously married Nancy Reagan, and had some more children with Nancy, but this was his oldest boy, so he just passed away.
Rest in peace, Michael.
Yeah. Also, rest in peace, Pat
Tandon?
Montandon. I guess she was a television host, an author, a socialite. I found her fascinating, even though I hadn't heard of her before. She used to have these legendary parties and these legendary lunches where she would bring in all these varied people like Frank Sinatra and Andy Warhol Hall, Daniel Steele, Joan Baez, Eldridge Cleaver, all these interesting people. Then she would sit and have these like roundtable lunches.
Wow.
And just chat about the world and about what's happening and current affairs and all this stuff.
Did
So,
she film that?
I don't think she filmed them, but she famously had these like once a week.
Well, that's really neat. Yeah, geez, hopefully somebody wrote that shit down.
Yeah. Huge parties in the 60s. Then she devoted herself to humanitarian work. She briefly dated Sinatra in the late 60s. In 1970, she founded the Name Choice Center to advocate for women's legal right to retain their surname even after divorce. She founded a peace group called the Children as Teachers for Peace, for which she was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize 3 successive years.
Jeez.
And received the UN Peace Messenger Award in 1987.
Jeez.
So, kind of a fascinating life that she had. She moved to San Francisco and was on television for a while, hosted a television show, probably a local San Francisco show for a while. But yeah, interesting.
Well, wait.
Interesting lady. I want to do more about her. She also wrote like 5 or 6 books, mostly nonfiction stuff. So,
Jeez.
yeah. And then rest in peace, boys. Sidney Kubrick. I'm going to pronounce his name that way. It could be Kubrick. 97 years old. He is the last remaining, or was the last remaining original cast member of our gang, Little Rascals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, fucking 1930. They filmed all those shorts. He was Woim, Butch's little sidekick.
Oh,
Remember the
man.
bad guy Butch?
Yeah.
It was Woim was his little partner in crime.
Jeez.
He appeared in dozens of those Little Rascal shorts throughout the 30s. By the time he was in some other movies and stuff, but by the time he was 15, he decided to quit acting and went on to other stuff. But he was one of those guys that tried to keep the Little Rascals together, had like kept in contact with as many as he could. But the very last Little Rascals guy
Wow.
It was a
passed away.
great show, man.
It was great. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Jeez.
Darla and the crew.
Yeah.
One of my favorite episodes was 2 episodes. One where they went out camping, and they Porky, what's his name?
Spanky.
Spanky and Alfalfa
Yeah.
and one of the other guys. They go camping and they steal a jar of this beautiful jam, and they got some bread, and this is what they're going to live on. And then there's other guys out there too, and they're like, that sure looks good. And they're like, no, this is ours, right? And it just made me love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches even more.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the other one was where they built their own little cars, right?
Yes.
Their little like
It's a little derby
box
car.
derby car type of thing, and there's like 6 of them on it, and they were going to race Darla and the guy down this counterbalance like on Queen Anne Ave type thing, and they're just going down like bat out of hell. And there's the rich kid that just moved to the area, and he had this one with cool brakes on it, and they're going down and it breaks off the other guys, and it was just so much fun.
Man,
so many good times.
I think my favorite was the whole gang, the entire like neighborhood of kids built this theater, and they came up with this big production, and they're singing and dancing, and they had all these musical numbers and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it was free to get into the performance, but they were selling lemonade, and that's how they were going to make money. Right. They had all the kids. Problem was they got every kid in the neighborhood to be in the production. The only kid they didn't was Froggy. Do you remember Froggy with the big glass? Yes.
Oh yeah.
And so he comes in to watch the show, but they need him to buy some lemonade because they got to make money on this.
Yeah.
And he won't buy it. He's not thirsty. He doesn't want the lemonade. So they're giving him like free saltine crackers.
So they had
Watching the
one
show.
person in the
One person is the only person they could get in the audience. He wouldn't spend a dime.
Yeah.
So the whole episode, they're trying to get him to
I
commit
used to
to.
love to do his. I could do his voice back when I was young. Hello, how are you? I can't do it anymore, but boy, that was a lot of fun.
Oh man,
Well, rest in peace.
yeah. Sidney Kybrick or Kibrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez.
Yeah,
that's the end of
1930s,
my
man. 97 years old. 97 years young.
Butch's sidekick. Butch's sidekick.
Yeah, Woim.
Oim. I don't remember that guy. Yeah.
Kind of do, but they say he was in dozens of the Little Rascals shorts. So.
Sure.
Yeah, man, what a week, guys.
No shit.
Let's end this on something positive.
Yeah.
Please.
There's an organization, it's a nonprofit organization here in Western Washington. I think one of the guys is based out of Bothell, the other guy is based out of Olympia. So they kind of mostly handle King and Pierce County, but they say they've gone as far as Bellingham and they've gone as far south as Vancouver, even gone across the Cascades a few times. But run by two guys, Tom Otto and Sean Sears. They're both arborists by trade, but what will they do? They will rescue your cat from a tree or a stray cat from a tree. They don't take money for this, but donations are helpful, keeps their website up and running. Most of their calls are here in the Puget Sound Puget Sound area. They say on average a cat will spend up to 3 days in a tree.
Oh, geez.
Usually gets chased up there by a coyote or some other larger animal that they get scared of. And they run up the tree, they don't know how to get back down, or they're too scared to try to climb down.
Yeah.
Average height that they go up, I think, is 30 feet, which is 3 days and 30 feet.
Yeah.
They say about 60% of the time the cat will come down on its own. But if the cat doesn't, then they call them and they will come get this cat out of the tree for you.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of folks in the neighborhood, I think, because they were talking about this, use this service because they had a couple of cats in a couple different areas that were up in a tree.
Really?
And these guys came out, got them down.
Oh, that's cool.
And
That's great.
yeah, didn't expect anything for their work. So
Tree climbers are the cool breed, man.
Yeah.
And that's a difficult thing.
he says the highest rescue they did was 185 feet in the air to get this cat. They had to slingshot probably a string and then pull a rope behind it so that he could
Yeah.
Shimmy out.
all the way
Gnarly.
185 feet. You can't get me.
Not a chance. And I
No
love
way.
cats, but
Yeah.
nope. That's just sorry. That's just natural selection, kitty.
What did what's his name say? If you ever lose your if you ever lose your keys in a river of molten lava, forget it, man. They're gone.
Yeah, Jack Handy.
Jack Handy. Yeah.
You ain't getting those
You get your
feet back.
cat at 130
Yeah,
feet.
185 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll send food. Yeah, he said typically they climb about 30 to 60 feet up a tree. He said the longest time that they know or been reported to them that a cat spent up in a tree was 28 days. How do you let a cat stay up for 28 days?
jeez.
That's way too long. So I feel bad.
What are you going to do? Cut the tree down?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But call these guys. They're Canopy Cat Rescue
Jeez,
is
that's
the
really
name.
nice.
Their telephone number is 1-877-721-MEOW.
Yeah.
877-721-MEOW.
Do they work for Super Troopers?
No, but really nice guys to be able to do this, offer this service for people because I would be terrified to try to climb 30, 60 feet into a tree.
And go up against a cat that you have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
what
that's
they're
yeah,
like.
yeah,
Yeah,
scared.
and they've talked about that. They in the article they talk about some of the techniques that they use. They do have like gloves that they can wear so the cat doesn't claw 'em. He says he doesn't bother wearing them most of the time because the cats aren't.
Yeah.
They're wanting to come down.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're
But
probably
they're
talk
scared.
to the owner and say no, he's friendly, but just is scared chill.
Yeah,
That's a
but they'll
great
listen to how like the owner talks, how they react and that kind of stuff. So
Ah,
well,
kitties.
a couple of good
Yeah.
guys that are just out to try to help the kitties and the folks. So
thing. I like that's
yeah.
a good.
I want to try to get them on the show. So I'm going
Geez,
to reach
that'd be
out to
great.
them.
Oh,
It'd
yeah.
be interesting, even by phone or whatever.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, and tree trimmers are man. That's a
Man, that's
it's
a
a
job.
dangerous job
Yeah.
all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sap can blow up in there, and it just can make the trunk or the one of the branches just kind of blow off.
Wow.
Because they're under pressure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And so I had a friend of the family who passed away. He was a logger, and he was out in Maple Valley with his truck and fallen trees, and he was cutting one down, and it just popped up off of the base and hit him in the head and killed him instantly.
Wow.
Left his family, and everybody just, it was terrible.
Man.
So yeah, it's dangerous shit.
It's dangerous.
Positivity, cats.
No, it's cats. Rescue of the cats.
Rescue the cats.
Rescue the cats.
All right, boys. Anything else?
No, I think that's good.
We'll leave it there, and we'll come back to do our top 5, and we'll see you folks next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you think this episode is worth $1 or $5, the boys would love to have it. And don't forget to visit r-townpodcast.com for all the links. For less than a cup of coffee, you can also join the website in the member-only area for exclusive bonus content, vlogs, and more. It's just $3 a month or $30 a year. Thank you for listening to this production of Our Town Podcast Extraordinaire.